In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily prune red twig dogwood and yellow twig dogwood for the winter time. Now, what I'm talking about isn't pruning them back, but it's just trimming out the black twigs that somehow happen over time. Some of the older stems will die off. So if you look at this one, for example, down here, you see we have all this beautiful yellow twigs, but then you got a few of these more darker ones. These are older stems, still a little yellow at the bottom, but these can come out, and it's honestly as easy as going down to the base, using your loppers or your hand pruners, and just cutting them off. And I'll do one more to show you. Even though this has some yellow, I'll go down to the base, get down as low as I can without damaging another branch, and just cut that out. What I'm going to do is I'll go down the row of all these red and yellow twig dogwoods, and then what you're left with is some really nice color that is just all red and yellow for the winter time without any of the black stems like this guy. You know, once you cut them out, it's just a lot prettier. You don't have to do it, but it's a nice easy thing you can do in your garden. Just makes it look that much better. So I just finished doing the whole row, and this is the pile I'm left with. So I wanted to show you a couple of things. One, there weren't many of these, but there were a few where, you know, it was a nice yellow stem. Well, you don't know because I'm just telling you. Anyway, it was a nice yellow stem, and then it got all, you know, it was just brown up here. So I just cut it off, left some of the yellow, and did that. Some of the stems are really fat. I don't even know where I could find one offhand because that would be too easy. But another idea that some people do, I don't, because I actually love these for their winter interest. But what some people do is they will actually, for the red ones, they will cut them off and use them as sort of live decorations. And I guess once you cut them, they're not really live. But, you know, nice red color for the season, whether you want to stick them in outdoor pots or, you know, put them in a vase. So you can see already this looks a lot better. What you'll notice is the yellow twigs don't have as many yellow twigs. That's because they aren't as old as the red ones. The red twigs are much older. So if you look down at the base, you can see all the previously cut stems. So I've done this for quite a few years. And because I do it every year, there's really not that much to cut, but it still looks like a big pile. My plan for this coming year, because the red ones are so much older, I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut them down. They have gorgeous, beautiful spring color with flowers, just little white flowers. I have a link to a blog post that on my Pet Scribbles blog that actually shows you how pretty the flowers are. But I think for the red ones I need to start fresh, and what you can do if you want to do the same thing, I don't think I'm going to have to do it to the yellow twigs. They still look great. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that. But for these red ones, and then this one is still hanging on to a lot of leaves, I think what I'm going to do is cut them all the way down, forego the spring flowers, or maybe I'll do it right after the spring flowers so I can still enjoy them. But I'm going to cut them all the way down to the base. And what that does is it kickstarts the plant to create new stems. And believe me, it will, because these things grow really well. So that's my plan. Another neat thing I wanted to show you is that when we first put these in, this section right here, what happened is they were planted and there was a little bit that got underneath the dirt and mulch, and we left it because we saw a little leaf and a little flower come out, and now it's kind of its own, where are we here? Like its own little separate shrub. So it's almost like we've got two of them now, which is great. I just love the winter color. Like I think I showed you in a previous video, which I'll link to above. In the fall, the color isn't that great on the red twig dogwoods in terms of the leaf color, but the yellow just kind of has leaves that glow, which is really nice. So there you have it. I'm finally finished. The audio quality might be a little not as great as the other ones just because I didn't even hook up my mic. I've been out here since about 10:30 and it's now about 2:30. That's a big sigh because I need to go in. Until next time, hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe if you don't want to miss out on future videos, and it's time for me to go inside.